change A to E, right?
What's up? I think we're live, guys. I think this is the best we're gonna do.
Pretty live? Holy fuck.
We are fully live.
Music.
There ain't no music, dude. This is gritty. This is live. We're doing it, okay? How's everybody doing? Welcome to my first. Oh, here we go. Got to add more people. Cars and Chronos in the house. We got Stefano. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to live.
Dude, that's good.
Everybody's vibe.
There's some copyright issues here, man. Infringement.
It's okay, guys. Just everybody vibe for a few seconds.
Tim, what is
There we
that?
go. All right. Cut it, Tim. Cut it, Tim.
Where'd
Awesome,
you get that
dude.
music from, Tim?
Dude,
Just a
he got it-
website online.
He got it from his soul. That's where he got it. Well, everybody,
It's free
welcome.
music.
Welcome. Thank you for coming to my first live stream, live with Rolex. We're kind of workshopping names. I'm thinking the Late Show with Rolex. That's an idea that's floating around. I don't know.
After
dude.
show. You know what
got
I like? You know why I like after
The
show?
Capitan is here.
Shit,
Because then
sorry.
you reserve the spot. Like the spot belongs to you then.
That's
You know
right.
what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Nobody else
Okay.
can claim it later.
Okay, so all right. So anybody watching, I'm using the free account right now, so I can only do 6 people. So this is I'm topped out right now.
Oh, shit.
So we are topped out right now. So I'll be filtering throughout the show. I got Ari backstage. I got shot in the dark. So, oh my god! And then
I'm
JJ's backstage
gonna
too.
leave soon. I just
Okay.
want to be here to commemorate this first live stream. I mean, I've been on streaming for
Of course.
7 hours and 46 minutes. So I want to be here for another 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna
Okay.
zonk out.
Okay, all right. I appreciate
enough?
it, Tim. I appreciate it. So yeah, I'm not really sure what some of the topics we're going to talk about here today. I mean, it's a free form. We can talk about whatever we want: watches, knives, cars.
Well, I got a question,
women.
Let's kick it off,
Sure.
West Coast. Let's kick it off, man. So,
Let's kick it off.
all right, so this is the first West Coast stream from the community, right? Trying
Yes.
to really satiate the community. So where do you see this channel going? What's your dream for this channel? Like, what's the mission? Where are we headed with this? Is it just going to be another Tim Wright, another Marco, or what's your unique stamp
The
on
twist.
the channel?
Oh my God!
That he's
So
in the West Coast. That's his unique.
It's
Sorry.
my.
There
I
we
gotta
go.
get. I'm filtering. Hold on, guys. Let me answer the question. Stefano, you'll be right back. Hold on. I got to get everybody in here. God, this is so
I'll drop
stressful.
it. I'll drop in. Don't worry about it. I'll drop.
Oh, gee.
I gotta join,
Okay.
and then I'll come back on. How long
What's
are you
that
doing the
game
show?
where all the little pieces you have to match it? And like one
How
of them
long are you
drops
gonna go? 2 hours?
I'll get you back on. Don't worry, Cap. Hold on. And then he's coming back in. All right.
Love it.
Okay. All right, dude. Don't worry. Don't worry. Everybody
Lolex,
can get
I got to run upstairs for a minute and get something. You could put someone else on for 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
All right, you got it,
So
buddy.
can we super chat you to get you the non-free account? Is that possible?
Okay. All right. And you want to know the worst part is that my PayPal isn't like working right now, so I don't even have that set up. So if you want PayPal Tim, and then we'll figure it out from there. Guys,
Oh my God! Your PayPal is still not working. It's been
Not
6
working.
months.
listen, guys, we're just hanging out. Nothing's official. Okay, what do I want to be of this stream? I don't know. I just want it to be like
Oh,
a good fun time where we can all just like hang out and talk.
So is the theme wristwatches as well? Is it a continuation, or are you want a different flavor?
Of
on
course,
your,
we're always going to talk about watches. Always.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Watches are always going to be a big thing for us. But yeah, we could talk about whatever. Knives.
So why can't you put more than 6?
Because you have to have a premium account to do that.
Yes. How much
So
is that?
6.
No.
Tim.
Tomorrow, I'm gonna give keys to my account to Rolex, and I
Okay.
will create a second identity for my channel, and that way Rolex will be able to use my StreamYard to do his live shows. That way, because it's $50 per month, but we'll split the bill between two of us. It's gonna be 25.
Very 100%. Yes. And I'm thinking about making this a strict dress code. You'll have to wear ties when you come on here.
Oh, shit.
Lolex, you got to do your first West Coast wrist watch check, bro. The first one.
Let's do it.
You got to take a
Let's do it.
screen grab, right? Of the first one on the West Coast, baby.
Let's do it. Everybody, watches up.
All
Oh,
right, somebody take screen grab.
Somebody screenshot it. I'll go back and figure it
Stefano,
out.
quick.
Like the first
no!
ever.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Cars and Chrono. Is that a chronograph VC?
That's
Dual
the
time.
overtime, bro.
Oh my God! Look
That's-
at that.
That's amazing.
That's a stunner right there, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
How do you like it so far? Oh shit! I accidentally threw him off this. God damn it, dude! How do you guys do
It's
this?
fine.
Sorry.
I did not say shit, but it's my piece. You just bang around, you hop in the pool, you go to the beach, it's whatever, man.
Damn.
It's resilient. It's very resilient.
Awesome.
Man, that video was fire on the Instagram.
Yeah.
Playing with
Oh, the one. Oh,
archery.
yeah. Let's go
How
reboot,
is-
man. Refresh. Yeah.
How is the movement on VC? Because I think part of the reason why I love Rolexes so much is because you can bang it around. You know, it's so solid. Is VC like similar to that? Like
so
you
all
can
I can
actually...
talk to is this one and the 1921, and I put it on the time graphers. This one I actually do beat up quite a bit, even more than in my deep sea. And I do occasional checks. I mean, it's still rocking and rolling, taking away.
VC, man.
Wow.
One of the
VC.
original Holy Trinity.
Right.
Man.
So anyway, I would highly recommend, again, very blessed and lucky that I can have a piece like this. But I'm just saying, these watches are actually meant to be
Actually worn.
right? Yeah. And when you're on the West Coast, man, all you guys beach, sun, you're running around.
Guys,
I know. I need rubber. Man.
guys,
What's up?
our
Jesus.
friend from Maldives has a great idea for the topic for the West Coast. Or
Yeah.
East Coast? What coast are you guys on?
West Coast.
We're on the coast.
West
I'm not
Coast.
good with coast. Same thing with the
Buddy.
left, right. It's all the camera makes it really confusing.
Did you not read the title? We're on the West Coast. It's the West Coast,
right? No, I can
Come
see
on.
it. It says it's actually right above your face. Look, if you look up, you can see it's written right there.
Just like,
Can you s-
You know,
Yeah.
it's right there.
But
this is confusing for me because usually the East Coast is the center of the universe, and
Yes.
so I'm a little
Okay.
confused. I'm a little confused.
Okay, dude.
Yeah.
and one of the things that you guys should cover that actually this has never been discussed is the really expensive properties, like those 500 million properties on the West Coast.
Yeah.
No,
I
boy,
just
nobody's
I know.
talking
California's
about-
the most expensive per capita real estate.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
I just purchased, so I know how hard it is to buy on the West Coast.
Yeah, I don't want to get political, man. This is going to get very political.
Yeah.
Hey, dude.
I do not want to turn into Tim Wright for the West Coast, but I have a lot of opinions about KA, California property taxes and restriction
Buddy.
on rights. And I'll let you
Listen.
take that one, Lola.
But
You
I
might
would
as well-
love to see you guys
You're-
talk
you-
about
We can.
the
It's
You're
free
like
for fun,
Canada.
dude.
You're like Canada there with shittier healthcare.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, there's no rules here, guys. We can talk about whatever. Let's talk about Gavin Newsom. Let's get him out of here. I don't want him in LA anymore. He's done.
But he's so handsome. He's so
I know.
handsome. He must be smart.
So you guys understand, California has one of the highest property taxes, income taxes, and they even have taxes where if you hit a certain income threshold, you get tagged 1% for basically health, what is it? The welfare of folks who are maybe
Yeah.
having some mental challenges, write off,
Yeah.
just take 1% of your income.
Indigent tax.
Yeah, it's not even so much about the needy and poor. It's just basically if you have mental health issues, they just take
Yes,
1% just for mental
Yeah.
health. And
Yeah.
Where is that?
So
In
accountability.
California?
California, yeah.
And you guys know I'm a big cars guy. I know. Listen, I'm not dwelling on cars, but
No, it's okay. It's part of your thing. It's part of your
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Your name is
now
Cars
they're
and
starting to
Chrono.
regulate ECUs, aftermarket exhaust. So if you go, and LA is a huge car community, and people do exhaust enhancements with that. But now there's rumors that basically if you go in for smog testing, if it's not the stock exhaust, they're going to ding you, and they won't approve it. You can't get your registration, right? And this is simple as just ECU remapping of chips. So anyway, listen, I don't want to spend Rolex's inaugural
No.
but man, this is the West Coast crap that we got to deal with. And as much as we like Cali, I have a lot of friends that are moving out of state, right? There isn't there is a bit of an exodus. They're going to Washington, Oregon, Nevada,
Oh,
obviously
gorgeous.
Texas. But there are nice things as well as about Cali. But man, all this other stuff is just it's like just aggravating. Like each little thing just continues to chip away at
What made California great?
right? And then you got fires, right? Traffic.
Yeah.
I mean, the homeless, and man, I really feel bad for. Like I told you guys, I was driving down to the beach yesterday, and on all the overpasses, you're coming out of the city. There's just tents. And it's sad after all the billions of dollars they supposedly had spent on the infrastructure. But anyway, listen, that's my. I'm getting off the soapbox, man. I give you a little bit of my perspective on this.
I used to work in downtown LA, so I've seen how bad the homeless situation has gotten over there. Like just this past, I think it was like 2 months ago, I was out in downtown LA, and it's insane. They've overran the city. I mean, there's tents. It's literally cities of tents and little homeless communities that they put together. Yeah, it's gone way out of hand. Yeah, Skid Row.
It's basically a city of and it's sad, man, because
it's so sad. Yeah,
it's whenever I see folks, like I think about my kids, like, and if my kids were homeless, I mean, it's tough. It's tough to see this in one of the wealthiest states in the union as well. It's just
what do you do about it? What do you do about it?
Exactly.
I like the way he said the State of the Union. I like that, Cousin Crone. I like the State of the Union.
Yeah.
It is.
By the way, welcome back. We haven't seen you for a while, Cars.
Yeah, I mean, I missed all the I was like, what the? I was messaging Tim and Mark. I was like, what the shit is going on here, man?
Yeah, dude.
This is, I think when you joined, it was there's one of these dramas like almost every 3 months, and like you joined somewhere in between, like right after one of them, and then you didn't see this like the first time when you like as far as these, they're exhausting. They're absolutely exhausting, emotionally so stressful, but I like people love it.
Can I ask you? I didn't mean to cut you off, right?
No.
Because I did watch one of the streams where I know Archie was laying in on you, and you were just like, kind of, I don't want to say deer in the headlights, but you were just like in a certain zone, and you were just kind of muttering, like comment, like what was going through your head? Like,
yesterday?
Yesterday. Where you were just laying in, and
the personal attacks, they don't really matter. What I was thinking is about like. Man, I was just thinking about like I helped Paul Thorpe. Not helped, but I helped Archie by bringing Paul Thorpe over, and he did this to Paul Thorpe over there, and I was just so disappointed and kind of ashamed of what Paul will think about this situation. My goal was to make things better, and they were just absolutely the same, and if not worse. I mean, I brought him at the worst possible time. It was just like,
no, I did really feel bad for you. And again, if you guys already hashed all this out today, I don't want to continue to linger.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, like, it's just like,
hey, no,
I felt bad, man.
It's a fair question. I mean, but like a lot of people were telling me like get out and etc. And I told a lot of people like, if I get out, we would not have fixed it by the end.
Yeah,
because I stood around, I still had the wheel in my sight. I still had control, and I was able to turn it around at the end there.
Yeah,
and everything. No. If I left, man, I don't know what the hell would have happened. And Archie kind of knew it too. That's why he told me like, "Hey, do the stream afterwards." And we'll it's kind of like we'll see what happens. And man, it's
at the end of the day, Archie is a marketing genius. So I feel like on some level he was definitely playing up this whole thing.
Man.
I think so.
He's not playing 4D chess. He's not playing 4D chess.
I wish so, man.
I wish, man. I wish.
You gotta stir it. You gotta stir the shit once in a while. That's how you keep it fresh.
I don't think he works that far ahead.
Man, anyone else would have left, and then the things would not have worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Archie, luxury, and genius should not be in the same sentence.
Yeah. Man,
hey guys,
if he was marketing genius, dude, he would have had 1 million subscribers by now. I mean, he has something. He has this lightning in the bottle. He was the first one to start a wristwatch YouTube channel. And every time that he gets really close to actually making something super cool and important, he blows it up.
Too much of this.
Yeah, too much, and he has to quit. I mean, it's
solid
not
here.
good for him. It
Solid
can
right there.
kill him. It can. Look, we're all joking around, but like, no, it can like you can't drink that much.
Tim, only the good die young, man. Aren't just gonna live for a while.
No. So look, I mean,
Anyway,
he's
so,
hurting.
I didn't want to go. I'm not going on an anti-Archer guy. I was just trying to.
No, there's it's not.
acknowledgement. Yeah, just was curious what was going through your head when I was watching because I felt a bit uncomfortable.
Hey,
No scripts here. There's no scripts here, guys. We can talk about whatever.
He needs,
I'm gonna go to give somebody else a chance, and we'll catch you when you go monetization, so we can all be together. So I want to share with everybody else, guys.
Me
Thank
too.
you so much, Stefano.
Be good, cousin Chrono. You know you're the man. You're the man.
Thanks, Stefano. Appreciate
I'm also
that.
going to go. It's officially 8 hours of streaming as of this second.
it's a full-time job, Tim.
Thank you so
Full-time
much.
job.
Full-time job. Can I handle it? We'll see how my head feels when I wake up.
All right.
I'll see you tomorrow.
buddy.
See you, Tim.
Thank you, Tim.
Nice.
And let's add JJ. JJ's back. So hopefully, all right, we got a full channel. Good.
Excellent.
So, what are we going to talk about here, guys? Let's talk about future purchases. What is on the horizon for everybody? What are we all thinking about getting in the future? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, anybody that's, I think, been on some of the other streams, I think they know what's incoming in terms of the bucket list. But I will say, though, after the last so I did make a purchase recently. It was an overseas Mark II. And it was a Vacheron. I've got 3 Vacherons now. But I do have a perpetual coming in, but I'm starting to think maybe revisiting that. It was one of the thin. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Vacheron Ultra Perpetual. It's like a super thin.
I've seen it.
But yeah, I think 3 is enough. So looking at diversify. So I'm actually open for recommendations. Anybody that has some ideas in terms of maybe a next purchase, I'm open to it, man. I'm kind of, and by the way, you know me, it's not about the Grail piece. It's about the Grail collection, right?
Right.
And,
Right. It's not. There's no such thing as an ultimate piece.
I don't
right?
believe in a Grail piece, man, because people chase
Meteorite Pepsi. You need one.
Meteorite Pepsi. Yeah, I'll leave that for some of the other Rolex devotees out there. Yeah, I think I'm done on the Rolex for a while, but yeah. So I'm actually maybe in a little bit of holding pattern, trying to figure out where I might go from here. But yeah, I'm actually pretty satisfied. I don't know what other folks are thinking about, but yeah. And by the way, it's okay to breathe once in a while, right? Just let some of the stuff marinate, right? Just enjoy it.
See what you're really jiving with.
Am I there?
You know.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So. But,
Hello?
Yeah, shot.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, I was having a little bit of technical difficulties hooking everything up, making sure everything worked.
Okay.
I think you're right. I think sometimes that you need that to happen, especially like one watch could just do it for you too. Like I was on the hunt, watch after watch. You know, it just kept going, and once I got this Daytona, I really just put the brakes on. I'm like, all right, I'm very satisfied right now. I don't know if it's just the timing of it or the watch itself, but you know, just that I got so many like so quickly. But you're right. You definitely need time to like let it sink in and see what you want to do next. You know, sometimes it doesn't pay to rush. You know.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I mean, I think I did mention there is a RM coming in. And again, I think people know. I know the RM. There are definitely RM haters. I'm just waiting for some of the comments to come from the peanut gallery. But
let's get a reference
so
for that RM.
I just never.
Yeah, it'll be surprising. You know, maybe I'll unbox it on live with Rolex, man. I think that might be
awesome.
the jam once it comes.
Oh yeah, that's right. West Coast helping West Coast. That's right. That's
it's all
right.
about the West Coast now.
Oh, no, I don't know. I'm confused by this other coast. I don't know what this is. But to know that's
Vancouver.
Yeah, but
yeah.
Yeah, but again, that was like a
Chrono, I
piece.
thought you liked us. I thought you cared about.
Oh man, I love you guys, JJ. Man, SI forever, bro. What are you talking about?
Don't forget your roots,
Those are my
man. Don't
roots.
forget your roots.
So you talk very highly about RM, cars, and I look at it and it looks like a Lego piece to me. It looks like a 4-year-old watch, but you said you've held it before, and it feels like quality, like it feels like something special. Is that your assessment?
So I was, I watched. I think Nico also had some comments around RM. So here's the thing, like initially, most of our exposure to a lot of these brands is through social media and what people talk about, right? And you get caught up on that. That's like your echo chamber we always talk about, where this kind of shapes your perspective on a brand. But until you actually hold it and understand the backstory, the narrative, the engineering, right? And even understand the physics behind like trying to make a piece, right, for Bubba Watson or even the doll, right?
Sorry about that, guys.
Watches.
You got it, though. You picked the right one.
Yeah.
Right, read the chat.
Okay, sorry. I still learning, folks. Well, let's keep going.
It's his first stream, guys. Let's go easy on him. All right. Polite ribbing.
Trial by fire, man. There's no going easy with this community, man.
That's it.
Just let it crash and burn, bro. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's all right, man.
Amongst friends, and you can always delete the first stream.
Oh, that's true. I had multiple StreamYards going for a second. I was getting this crazy echo, so I was like, "What is going on right now?" Anyways, RM is one of those brands where I'll be honest with you, man. I do not get it. I look at it, I think it's such an acquired taste. I feel like.
And I think watches, like many things, particularly some of these mechanical is acquired. But I would just encourage. This is what I always encourage: just handle the pieces and understand the backstory. And if you don't, and that's it. Yeah.
Do you think you're more into Richard Mille than most people because you're really into cars as well?
No. The reason. So I'll tell you the reason why I'm into Richard Mille now is I understand some of the backstory of how they engineer the watches. So just strip away the marketing and the branding for a second. The celebrity hype. It's very hard because that's kind of equated with how people find intrinsic value in watches. But if you can just kind of take a step back and take a look at the piece and what they've done mechanically. These are very engineered, highly engineered timepieces. And I understand they feel a little bit plastically. They feel very light on the wrist. But again, I understand, and I completely respect if folks aren't into it as well. Like people are well aware that I'm not into AP either, right? As well as number brands. But that's the beauty of this community. Right.
This is a great question here. What's the service cost like for an RM?
Oh, that's a great question.
I have no idea. Wait till I own one.
I guess they're going to find out, right?
Well, hopefully not very soon. Though. I'm looking for not.
You got to look at it from this perspective. If you are in the area where you can afford a Richard Mille, you can afford the service on it. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you wouldn't be triple mortgaging your house to get an RM. Like you it's like pocket change for you, and you're buying an RM. Like not quite, but you know what I mean. Like it's not a crazy purchase.
I don't. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, still money's money, right? And you don't want to spend like dumb, right? Like dumb money.
Just because you have it, you don't want to give it away. You're right. Exactly.
Yeah,
that's exactly right. So,
but I'm just saying, I think you could. It's like one of those things. Like if you buy a Ferrari. You don't save up every penny and say, "I'm putting it all into this Ferrari," because you got service costs. Yeah, that's part of the deal. You gotta, it's pretty much you gotta be in line of what kind of lifestyle you're leading to buy that.
That's a great analogy right there. And
but can I just say, Ari? I'm sorry, didn't interrupt, but I also do think, right? Folks just get on the bandwagon to hate on RM for whatever reason without really understanding what they're hating about.
Yeah,
that's
right. Like people hate Rolex. Like
guilty.
Hate Rolex just because it's Rolex.
Guilty about RM.
I would really challenge folks. If you ask a few questions, like even folks on the feed right now, like how much have they really dug in other than I don't like it. All right, if you don't like the design, fine. All right, fair enough. But it's the same thing with like cars. Until you actually handle and see it in person, it's a very different impression. Versus
So AP says here that the service, it's more than $2,000 for complicated pieces. I think Matt Ferreira had someone on the TST podcast that said it's closer to $5,000 to $7,000. This was a while back, can't remember which one. $5,000 to $7,000 on a service for a watch. Think about that. That's like Ferrari numbers in terms of servicing your car.
Yeah. That's like I can buy a Datejust. I can buy an OP. Assuming retail for that.
But again, it's relative, right? So again, yeah, I think you made the point, right? If you have a certain, you got to think about these pieces as a percentage of your net worth and what's affordable. I mean, I understand it's like stupid, right? I mean, you could even argue 10 grand on a Rolex when like there are folks who can't even afford like food and shelter. It's all. Again, we had this discussion.
Those people look at you the same way you look at someone who's buying Richard Mille if you buy Rolex, like if that's like your threshold level. So everything like you're saying, it's all saying it's relative.
It's all relative. It's all relative. Yeah.
So I understand. Like $5 grand seems like crap.
Think about it. What's the service cost on a Rolex?
$700.
All right. Now people are saying I could buy a watch for $700. You're going to spend $700 on a.
You're right.
There's someone out there saying that. Like I could get a quality watch for less than $700. You're going to spend $700 at least on a service. You know what I mean?
100%.
It's just where you're at.
Years,
I mean,
it's like,
and I think a lot of Richard Mille gets hate because it's and I hate to say that like a dick because I can't. Well, not really because I can't afford it either. But I think people hate on it because they can't afford it and they know they'll never be able to get one.
Yeah.
So why not hate on it?
perhaps.
Guilty as charged on the RM circle jerk. Absolutely. I think definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. Some people just really don't see like, oh, you spend that much on it, but listen. At the end of the day, if you got that kind of money. It's not worth it. You know what I mean? As far as dollar for dollar, what you're getting, but you're getting it because you want it, and it's something cool to get, and you're paying for the exclusivity as well.
And that's where I think the negative. This is where I do kind of connect with that sort of feedback, where there are folks who just purely buy it because they could say, "Hey, I bought a whatever $100,000, $1 million watch, right?" And that's where if enough folks are out there just kind of flex, watch Gringa. I know she put out a video a couple of days around like the flex, right, and whatnot. But there are also passionate enthusiasts that actually may just actually like the watch. I know it's hard to believe, but there are, right?
So this is a great question. This is a great question.
If RM was $15,000, would you buy it?
I would say no. I would say no.
I'd say yes. I mean, if you're getting the same exact quality, yes.
If you're getting the quality, same quality, fuck yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's a steal.
It's very highly engineered. The watch is not a joke. I mean, it looks like I wouldn't say a joke, but it looks funky. But that doesn't, it's still a very quality build. I mean, if you could get that for 15, even if you bought it for 15 and it would go for 13, 14. Like I said, you lose a little bit, 1,000, 2,000. I would still buy it just for the quality of the watch. It's something different, you know what I mean? Too. It's not the same style. Like everything's like kind of Rolex or a Seamaster, the kind of metal bracelet, ceramic bezel, like the same look. You're getting at least something like a little different, a little funky,
Side note here, guys. We got 62 people watching right now.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
33 likes. This is amazing. But the craziest thing is there's already one person who downvoted. Hilarious.
Only one?
I'm
surprised it's only one, actually.
You got your first hater.
Already.
Yeah. Don't worry. You'll build up more. You'll build up more.
Right.
Don't
You
worry.
haven't made it until you get a downvote.
Yeah,
that is so funny to me.
Wait till the troll accounts show up.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. You gotta wait for the Lolex's mom troll accounts start rolling in. Yeah, like that's what we need. Yeah.
I'm not gonna be filtering out these comments. I'm gonna let them fly. I don't care. Let's get them up.
So you don't want me to mod them? You don't want me to mod anything? Just let it flip, let it rip.
Dude, I think I made everybody mods. Everybody has a wrench, right?
Hold on, make me one. I'm gonna write it right here.
Okay, and then I think I'll be able to.
There you go. You see, I just wrote some stuff.
Okay.
But this whole thing about pricing, I mean, it's an interesting question, right? I mean, price, I know it's anathema to a lot of folks, right? Oh, we're purists. It's all about the...
Oh, that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
The thing about pricing, because I'm on Tim Mossel's group, and the moment you start talking about investing and what's the watch value, like people just go sideways and ballistic. But, I mean, here's the thing, right? I mean, tell me how anybody could justify a piece like any watch mechanical out there for the price. Because if you really so let's take, for example, the hard labor, the materials, the precious metals, you could really distill it down to really what the cost is, right? I mean, there's going to be a certain base level. It's not like the Richard Milles are like, 100 times more like in terms of time, cost, effort, materials versus.
Where is Captain, by the way? I'm sorry to cut you off, but where the hell is Captain?
Yeah. Captain, he cut
You
out.
see him
but
in the
Captain
back?
is
You see him in the back?
No, he's not there.
Captain,
Cap, if
hop
you're
on, take a
listening,
turn,
jump in,
man.
Yeah.
Shit, where'd it go?
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
My only point is, man, it's like there's like you can't argue price. It's like by the very fact we're all collecting all these Rolex and whatnot, the time cost materials. There's no justification. It's all branding and supply and demand. It's very simple if you really think down to it. So.
Yeah,
100%.
No,
100%.
very much so. Very much so. I mean, I do a lot of my day job. I talk a lot about value. I talk a lot about pricing, and I talk a lot about productizing things. And so, I mean, it's true. It's all about brands. The idea that really sets the price of it. But if I bring it down with like with an RM in particular, I just think it's an ugly watch. I'm not even circle jerking right now. I just think it's an ugly watch. So even if it's 15 grand, I don't want to have an ugly watch in my collection. Like that. That's it. So
this is a great comment right here. I just wanted to highlight. So nothing wrong with having nice things in this world. The problem is when you walk around like your shit doesn't stink. This is very true.
Archie said my shit didn't stink on my watch collection review. Just FYI.
Yeah, but this is
for the
true.
record.
This is the number one thing I hate about Rolex. It's the people that buy them. They know nothing about watches. They just buy it because it's Rolex, and they act like they got the best watch in the world. There's way better watches out there than Rolex. I don't think anybody here would deny that, right? But still, it's good quality. I buy it because it's good quality, durability. I know it's going to last. That's the only reason I buy it. And value retention. Value retention, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. Nobody wants to lose value in anything, right?
No one wants to like put it into a dumpster and light it on fire, right? No one wants to do that with their money.
Number one reason why Rolex is the value it's at. It snowballed into you're not going to lose money, so everyone just wants one now. And that's not taking away anything. It's it's a good. I always say it's a good, especially the steel sports. Waterproof and it's durable and it's very reliable. You really get a lot for your money, but the biggest thing you're paying for is you're not losing money.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Very
true.
For
now.
Well, but here's the thing about losing. It depends where you buy it, right? You make money at the purchase price, not the sale. That's like the time old.
So some people call, and again, I'm sensitive to the fact, Cars, that you're buying an RM. So I'm sensitive to this and don't take it any disrespect.
No, dude, you can say anything, Ari.
No.
Trust me, bro.
It's deep respect for you. But a lot of people say there's a RM, you're flexing a little bit, or in some cases you're flexing a little bit. Who's the audience for that flex? Because it's not like my wife, who knows nothing about watches, understands.
It's everyone watching this channel, man. What are you talking? It's everybody that's on Gram or YouTube. That's who it's about, right? It's not necessarily like I would characterize probably the folks who watch your channel and like the Tim Moss group and whoever. They're more watch collector enthusiasts, but there's a whole universe that have no idea who you guys are, man, right? And these are the general consumer, right? The 80% or 90% of the out of the community that are buying the stuff that they're speaking to. Right?
The same thing exists in the firearms community. They always have they crudely refer to them as the poors, like the poors. They're like, flexing with their Gucci Glocks and awesome AR builds and whatnot.
It's ours as well, man.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter what it is. Anything, right?
Look at all this West Coast love over here.
West Coast.
I'm throwing in Burb's in Seattle, so he's in a good spot.
Hey, Lolex, just bounce me if you want to bring on anyone, brother.
No, you can bounce. Yeah, you can bounce me too. This is for the West Coast,
All
so
right,
I don't.
All right, you guys, relax. You have to at least hang out for a little bit before we end this. It's not going to be a long one, don't worry.
I don't know, Lolex. I start taking this personally. Everyone's like, "No, throw me off. No, throw me off."
Like,
No,
I get if you want to throw the West Coast guys on.
No, kick me off. I really don't want to be on this.
Lolex, you got to do me a favor. The one favor, please. Can you click the other icon for the 6, not this, the other multi-person view?
Okay, let me try this out.
There you go.
Like that? Okay.
Yeah, it's much better.
Right.
That other one sucks. All our faces get
And you can put the labels. If you could put the labels for the viewers who don't know who we are. The
okay.
Yeah.
Let me figure that. Ah, shit. Hold on.
You put them backstage.
Cool.
Okay.
What did you say? No, I didn't.
I'm still trying to figure this out, guys.
Don't worry, you
Kids-
can do the
my
names
kids'
another
artwork.
time.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. What's that? Hello
Anyway,
Kitty?
I don't know. There you go. I don't know what it is. She just drew it. So.
That's nice.
Very
Oh
nice.
shit, they got me.
Anyways, yeah. So
So
what
anyway.
else, guys? I feel like we went over a lot of stuff today. Watches and knives. Everybody was pulling all these crazy knives. I don't have a
wanted to
knife.
show you guys the crap that
Yeah.
I'm carrying because it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
monetized. So this is what I carry on my. I'm not
Nice.
gonna take it out. It's a
Yeah.
it's a P365, and the
Hey,
thing
Quaker,
that
where
I
do you
have-
live again? Where are you?
I'm in Arizona these days. I used to be up in the Vacaville up in Northern California.
trying to figure out which state to
Oh, nice.
avoid in my next upcoming
Yeah.
trip.
He's in
This, it's
in
the
Arizona.
Wild, Wild
He can
West.
carry. He can put a nuke on his back. It's fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally legit.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
But
Yeah. I carry
That's
a little
yeah.
Ruger.
Yeah,
Ruby's
I don't-
fun too. It works.
You West Coast guys are dangerous.
I know.
A lot of weaponry.
I
A lot
know.
of weaponry.
On the East
Yeah.
Coast, we're scared. We're scared of weapons. So yes, exactly.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, don't forget to subscribe to Rolex. Obviously,
Oh,
he
thank
doesn't
you.
get any super chats or anything. So, a good way to show him a little love for doing this West Coast live stream is to like the video. If we get him to 100 likes, the algorithm will push his video out to get new subscribers. So, please
Let's
like
do
and
it.
subscribe.
Big deal.
Thank you, fellas. We're not going to go too long today. I think we're going to make it a short one. We'll do 45 minutes. This was kind of a test run. I didn't have like topics or anything prepared, so we'll probably do another 10 minutes and then we'll call it a evening. But yeah,
That's great.
yeah, guys, yeah. So I really want to get I need to get a new watch roll because right now I'm still using this like little dingy thing. I really want to get like a Bosporus, like the ones you guys all have. Yeah, like that. Let's take a look at that.
What do you
That's
want,
one-
a two
Is that the
piece?
one Marco's always sniffing?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Gotcha.
What do you want? A two piece,
man.
3 piece, 4 piece? What's your plan?
It's got writing
I
on
think
it.
I'm gonna do a 2-piece for right now because I just bought this. There's no way I'm gonna pick up something else like anytime soon.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice
I'm actually,
pickup.
I got to do a video. I'm gonna give away a 4-piece on my channel for a little thank you for getting over 1,000 subs. So that will be coming soon as I make the video. But,
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, man.
So
join up, maybe
JJ,
get them for
I got a
free.
question for you, man. Do you guys have any advice or wise counsel for Rolex as he's kicking this off right now?
Yeah.
Maybe
Listen,
top three tips. If you have 3 tips,
Don't
yeah.
be
Give me
afraid-
give
Sure.
me those tips.
Don't be afraid to make a mistake. I mean, you're brand new at this.
Yeah.
You know, it always sucks a little bit in the beginning. You know, you'll learn
Yeah.
from it, and you know, just be you. Don't become a performer. Just be yourself, and
Yeah.
that's the best thing. Second thing I would say is definitely try to have some topics and steer it because it gets monotonous. You know, you see how long an hour lasts when you don't have anything to really.
Oh, yeah.
You know, sometimes the conversation is just natural flow. Me, I could talk all day. I could do a 1 hour and not shut the hell up the whole time. But you know,
Psycho.
you got to get used to.
Yeah.
You got to get used to being like that. I would definitely try to have a few topics.
Sure.
And the third one I would say is interact more with the audience. Pick
For
up
sure.
their comments, and you know, try to bounce
This-
ideas off them because they are pretty funny.
This-
The guys out there.
This is a good segue right here, JJ, because I'd love to ask Cars and Chrono about this. So, how hard is it to get a GT3 RS at retail?
you can't get it retail. The last run was 2019. The
Oh, really?
991.2. They're out. You're waiting for the 992 run, so you can't get it at retail. I mean,
But
unless
even
they're-
when, yeah,
So
Oh,
I
go
mean,
on.
if the question is retail, meaning what the sticker price was when the last run is, I'm sure you can get some used cars, but you know, here's the thing about all these cars, man. They're all blowing up as well, right? I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like just all the cars, not even like the high end cars. The whole market, similar to watches, are blowing up. But yeah, I mean, 3RS, retail is probably if you got a lot of miles on it. Maybe it might be one of the earlier run models, 991.1. Tough.
Yeah.
Tough. People like the
JJ?
NA engines. Yeah.
yeah. JJ was talking about because he leases his car and he went to go try and release again, and you would end up paying more, right?
I wanted almost, I wouldn't say double, but close to double per month what I was paying now
That's nuts.
For the same
That's
car.
insane.
I was like, "Are you nuts? I could just buy out my lease for the same price." You know, my car didn't lose half its value in 3 years. It's impossible.
It's impossible.
It's actually, my car is going for probably, I would say, about 10,000 more than I could buy it out for. So, you know, obviously it's not that expensive of a car. So it's like a no-brainer to me to buy it. But yeah, they just have no cars right now. They have no cars, and it was almost double, and it was a courtesy car. It wasn't even a new car. They said we have no new models. It was just an E-Class. They had no new E-Classes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just to clarify, sorry, Rolex. AP. He meant for the new launch, 992 Gt3 Rs. Yeah. So, I mean, if you guys know, like, any of the hot models, like, the GTs and Porsche range, they're just like, everybody wants that after the turbos and the base Carreras go out, right? Even the GT3 Touring. And I mean, I've gotten an allocation only because it's funny. Talk about allocation, like the similar thing with watches. And if you've got a good purchase history, I mean, they'll get you in the queue. The 3RS, actually, the one I got was just kind of luck of draw. There was another customer that backed out, and I picked that one up at the tail end of the run. But yeah, even right now, I mean, they still aren't even sure when it's going to be coming out. I think it's the next Porsche that's supposed to be released, but you can imagine they're going to be like, when the GT3 Rs first came out, they were trading 30 grand over sticker for the initial run.
Insane.
So I mean, I don't expect anything less for.
Especially now, right? So many cars are going. I went to the Audi dealer. My friend got a RS8, and you can't even get one. First of all, I mean, at least like by me, every sport model Audi is going at least 5,000 to 10,000 over sticker, at least.
Yeah.
Depending on the model. It's wild right now. It's wild.
Yeah.
Everything is expensive everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, here, especially on the West Coast, cars, houses, everything is super expensive out here.
Like I'm holding on to my, I have an 8-year-old car and an 11-year-old car in the family. That's just for driving the family around, and I'm holding on to them for dear life right now. I am not in the mood to try to go back into the market and buy another car. Not for at least another year or two, given how crazy everything is.
No, I'll tell you how crazy things are. I paid $29,000 for my truck.
Mm-hmm.
They're willing to give me almost $22,000 for my 8-year-old truck.
That's crazy. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's amazing for you.
Shot?
Houses that went
Was it R8? I'm sorry. Did I say RS8? Maybe it's R8.
for 70 or 80,000 are now going for 130.
I mean, talking about cars. I mean, I was in Hawaii a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if you guys heard, like, they're renting out like U-Haul rentals for like ridiculous rates for tourists coming in.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
That's hilarious.
Like shugging around the island with a freaking U-Haul because you can't get a Hertz rental. I mean, it's just So I mean, I suspect there's gonna be a correction coming.
Oh, for sure.
So,
I think Nico was on one of the streams earlier today, and we were talking about the Rolex supply and how is there going to be a correction soon? Is the market? Are we going to be able to finally get watches again? At an AD, and he's saying that it's going to be at the point now how it is with Paddock, where you essentially have to fill out an application to get a watch, which I think is like it's insane. What do you guys think about that? And what does that even mean? Fill out an application? I didn't even understand what he meant by that.
Like you have to apply to get access to that model to get on the list.
What does that
history.
mean?
It's a buying history thing, I think. Is
so that's what he meant.
Are you worthy? Are you worthy? Are you worthy
Yeah,
for that
they've
watch?
had that with me already.
He said that was for the Platinum Daytona. That we're going to start with.
Oh, for the Platinum Daytonas. But
Look, this is actually common in cars. I've heard of this in cars for a long time, where for certain models you got to sign up. Yeah, Ferrari does that all the time.
Well, hold on. So because you guys know, like, you guys probably know the rides I drive. So I've already been part of this process, but it's only for very specific models. Like even the Ford, right? You guys remember when that supercar came out? Yeah, and even now recently, and there was some controversy around that wrestler selling his supercar. There's only very specific models that they talk about because it's almost like that Daytona where White Panda Daytona, if you buy it, you can immediately flip it. So they do have a vetting process because they want to make sure they're going to hold on for a little bit before you just immediately take and just flip it in the market. Right? It's just cash in the bank. But generally, I don't know. They, I don't. At least I'm not aware of. I don't know if anybody else is around. Just a general application process for these cars. And you guys also remember Ferrari. They're a public company now. They're cranking these models out. It wasn't like how it was even a few years ago, where they weren't beholden to the public equity.
Didn't you have to have a list of certain cars, like to get an Enzo Ferrari? Remember, right? You had to have like I don't know if it was 1 or 2 or 3 particular cars to get.
Yeah, but again, that Enzo. I mean, we're talking about super hyper limited runs of cars, right? Versus the general. I mean, as much as you can call an F8 general production, or like even the 458s, the 430s, right? But like, yeah, when you're talking about like the really hyper cars, that's when, they want to just make sure it's kept in the family and there's real true enthusiasts who are rewarded for purchase cars. And actually, this is a great segue to a question to you guys, right? So, do you guys feel? So like how 80s or dealers, boutiques, they reward VIP loyal customers. Do you feel like that's a bad practice? That because folks who actually invest in a lot of watches and they actually allocate them to, I'm not talking about like flippers. I'm talking about people, enthusiasts that invest consistently. Because I don't. I got my opinion, but I'm just curious what you guys.
I think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
You know who says it's not a good thing? The guy who doesn't put any time or money where his mouth is. And like all right, one particular AD I shop at, right? Almost every time I go in, I buy something all the time. Even if it's something I don't really like love, sometimes I'll pick something up, unless I really just don't like it. But like if I like kind of like something and it's a decent price or whatever, I'll pick something up. And you know what? Then he gets me models I like, that are hard to get. And people get annoyed, but it's like, hey, I'm putting the time and effort in. And not only that, but he knows I don't flip my Rolex, so he don't mind selling them to me. He's actually happy because he knows I want to get those into the collection. So I don't think it's a bad thing to reward people who aren't flippers. I think it's actually better.
There are loyalty programs, and every airlines have loyalty programs. And they reward them for the first seats, right? As they come up, depending on how many miles you fly, right? I mean, you reward your loyal customers.
So the only thing that I'm going to say there is that you're absolutely right. I don't have too much of an issue with loyalty programs. The problem is that the way it's laid out right now, given how messed up the market is, I mean, it's unobtainium. Everything is unobtainium right now. So if I wanted to get into the market, I physically couldn't get into the market. Like it's virtually impossible unless I want to drop 200K at an AED, if I'm being very honest. And that's, for me, at least, is unobtainium. Like the bar is way too high. You want to start bring people in. I mean,
so maybe they allocate a certain percentage to bring in the new, fresh clientele.
And I think some ADs are like that, where they do have their loyal customer base, but then every now and then they'll take someone who's usually someone young, right, that they can build a relationship with.
That hopefully buy an engagement ring off them or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yep. And it just kind of builds from there.
And in the meantime, they're just like, let me show you this tutor.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's what they got, right? I mean,
I think that's why this AD that I purchased my watch from sold me my Datejust, because it's not like a super hard to get watch, but I think they did it as a way to build a relationship. It's desirable, but not as not like the other stainless steel watches. But they did it mainly to start a relationship with me, because we were talking about other pieces to get down the line. But yeah, it is what it is. But it's like what Ari said, the threshold is just too high for me. I would love a Daytona at some point, but I'm not going to go spend $200,000 at an AD. It's just crazy.
You just go gray market. You might, it's cheaper to go gray market. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. If your expectation is to spend $20,000 then get a Daytona, it's not realistic, unfortunately, because then everybody would be doing it. You know what I mean? And then people would be flipping them. First of all, they don't even make enough to do that. But a watch that you could buy for 13 that you could sell for 38, they're not giving to people unless you're spending that kind of money. I mean, look, I bought at least this year alone off of the 1AD I shop at a lot. I bought 8 watches off him this year already. It was a pretty decently good amount of money. He did get me the gold Daytona, but I think that was kind of like a supplement because he knows I wanted one, and he's probably not going to get me a steel one. You know what I mean, at that price. And I bought eight watches off the guy, but it's still not enough, I don't think. but I think down the line it'll pay off. I think so. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the way you just put that there is, why shouldn't I be able to buy that watch? I'm an absolute, in certain respects, I'm a complete capitalist. I have the money. Why shouldn't I be able to buy that watch? To tell me that I cannot buy that watch, it's like, I know you're not meaning it like that, JJ. Yeah.
You just can't buy it at retail. You can buy it whatever you want.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, or just get out the Yelp app.
Right.
Start.
Yeah. Start doing that. Threaten the store. I gotta tell you, as slimy as that is,
don't you know who I am?
Yeah.
as slimy as that is, you gotta admit the guy has balls to do that. You gotta have balls to walk in there and just like demand a watch.
Well, talk about not building a relationship with an AD, right? Like, it's not like you're going to build any relationship with that person.
Right. No. But it also depends. If your AD likes you, he's going to help you out. You know what I mean? Like, my AD likes me, but he's realistic with me. He's like, look, I got to give these guys spend, $400,000 or $500,000 a year here. I got to give them preference to these watches.
Yeah.
You understand? I'll get you one when I can, but you got to be realistic about what it is. And I appreciate his honesty. At least he's not jerking me around. You know what I mean?
Saying you're on the magic list or something.
Right,
like
right.
That.
He never said I'll put you on a list. He's never once used the word list ever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know they're lying. You know they're lying if they say, or is that? Are they all lying when they say that I'll put you on the list? Is that usually an FU move?
It's not a list. Usually, some of them will have like a like a little form you fill out, like when your anniversary is, blah blah blah, and all that.
Omega Boutique has that. You put your birthday, your anniversary. I made fake anniversaries. I'm not even married. Just to have something. You know what I mean?
Nice.
But if you're not, you lose out on one whole opportunity. But I mean, I do think like another AD I shop at, I bought a couple watches from. He doesn't really have a lot of selection, so it's tough for me to buy other watches like the one I buy most of my watches at. I'm really only mainly interested in his Rolex, but I did buy precious metal from him, and I did get a sport model from him, and they do like me, but I don't really pressure them for watches. But when I do ask, I hit them, for like some hard to get one. So usually they're like, listen, that's not really possible. But maybe down the line, if I could get you one, I'll try. But it's not easy, and I respect their honesty. But if they do like you, I think they're more likely to get you something. You know what I mean? Like they knew I really wanted that GMT. I asked them for like a year and a half. I didn't get it till after I bought the day date, but within 6 months of buying the day date, they did get me one. So, and it's just liking you, I don't think is enough though. You got to realize that just because the guy's friendly with you and says hi doesn't mean he's going to give you a Panda dial, Panda Daytona. It's you got to be realistic,
And depending on the AD, like the one that I go to, right, it's not like a Rolex boutique. I mean, they sell a lot of different brands. And so on their sales floor, they have a lot of sales reps as well. So, like, I try to deal with the same one every time, but, she's kind of like, hey, we don't, when a Pepsi comes in, it's not like I get to sell the next Pepsi, right? Like some of them, it's like, well, they're just one of the sales reps and everyone has clients that want them. But they, she keeps the receipts and that kind of stuff, like with your file and the watch that you want, so that when one comes in and it's her turn, it's kind of like, hey, manager, this is a really good client.
Right.
Let's sell it here because we're going to get the most bang per buck. And unfortunately, I don't buy much jewelry there, and that's what they make a lot of money.
Because that's what they make all their money on. That's
massive margins on jewelry.
But you know what? I will say this: they might not have like a list, but they do take notes of like what watches you're interested in, and then when one comes in, they look through that and they see like whatever. It could be 20, 30, 40 people on there, and they say, has this guy gotten a piece lately? They'll type your name in the computer. Maybe not everyone, but a couple names that ring a bell, and they'll see like, what'd you buy? What's your purchase history? Are you due for something? Maybe everyone else just got something. Let's say there's 5 guys on there, or 4 girls, whatever. And 4 of them already got something. Maybe it'll be your lucky day. You know what I mean? It's possible.
Yeah. Sorry. So this is kind of going back to what someone said about how some ADs are saying that you can only get one stainless steel watch per year. What do you guys think about that? If you were offered one stainless steel watch per year?
Well, we got the 31 OP for my wife, so I'm done, I think, for
you're set for the year.
Yeah. If the rule holds true. So.
I love that.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean,
per household, but anyway, sorry.
I think I don't have an issue with it. I don't see. I know some people have a very violent reaction to that, like emotional reaction to it. I'm like, at least me, I'm not going to buy multiples in a year. Like I can't imagine doing that. But I mean, that's just me. So.
Would you sell, like, if you were a sales rep and you saw a guy coming in, even though he was dropping cash, he wanted to get multiple stainless steel, like, monthly, would you sell to him?
Out the back door, I'm sure they would sell. They would sell to you.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's a business, I'd be like, yeah, maybe, but you know, the guy's like just a dealer.
No, I mean, if I was a sales rep, yeah, I would find my, my best customers, and those are the ones that I would want to take care of. I mean, those are the ones that'll come in and buy again and again. I mean, there's people that are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars every couple months at some of these jewelry stores. So, I would.
Yeah, when they come in and say they want a Pepsi, you don't tell them, "Oh, I'll get you." They give you one. You know what I mean? They have one.
Yeah.
They give you one.
It's in the back. Yeah, they pull it out. Yeah.
There's one of everything in the back.
Yeah.
They have one of everything.
Yeah, I would love one day to just see the back, what they have in the vault. Like, I feel like it would be so shocking.
There ain't no way a guy who comes and spends $1 million a year there walks in and says, "I want XYZ," and they don't say, "Okay." You know what I mean?
Yeah. Imagine if Drake walks into an AD. Pretty much anything he wants, he pulls out of the back.
Did you say Drake, the rapper?
Drake. Yes.
He's okay. Hold on. Ari's
you're
Canadian.
so Canadian.
Ari's Canadian, so he's just.
You're so Canadian, dude. It's crazy.
I know, eh? I know.
Toronto.
I know.
eh?
By the way, that rule is complete nonsense. I asked both my ADs, and they both kind of like give an eye roll.
So now, would it be? I don't think Rolex actually looks at their ADs books that accurately, but when they do allow their ADs to purchase them for customers on a prepaid status, right, where they're actually paying up front, and then they're getting, then those customers are getting them filled like in the order that they're becoming allocated. Now Rolex might get the names for those people when they have the customer that's prepaying on a model that Rolex is allowing their ADs to do it, which is not most of the models, not most of the hot models, just sometimes like for a day or for a week, like when a brand new release comes out and they don't know how hot it's going to be. I could maybe see Rolex limiting that, but
yeah, that's true. All right, guys, we're coming up on an hour now. Just want to say thank you to everybody that came out to watch our stream, to jump on. I appreciate all you guys coming on.
History.
Super awesome. Yeah, I'm going to try to do these more, try to do them more, but I don't know if I could do it every day like you guys. It's pretty crazy. I don't know how Tim does it, and Marco and you, JJ. Tim is still up right now. What time? Yeah, isn't it almost midnight over there?
Almost midnight, yeah. It's on the East Coast, almost midnight.
You guys are literally nuts. Yeah, I have work in the morning. That's why I'm we got to cut it a little bit. So we're going to cut the stream early, guys. But I just want to give a big shout out to everybody. Thank you so much. Yeah, awesome, guys.
Stay classy, folks. East Coast is the only coast. See you later.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
All right, later, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Stay hydrated.